Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Live Life in Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. Capricorn, we're going to take a look at your August 2020 monthly money and finances forecast and what you need to know. So, Capricorn, let's move on to your reading. Capricorn, your overall energy and focus and theme regarding your money and finances in August is you have tea leaves, foresight. First thing, I feel Capricorn, some of you are receiving psychic advice. You're going to get tea leaf readings, you're going to get psychic readings. But I also feel like this is you using your intuition, or there may be a need to use your intuition. Some of you, there may be a need to consider going to get some tea leaves read or getting a psychic reading that's personally fitted for you. Or you may be getting messages that resonate with you that will be some foresight for you about your money and finances right here at Live Life in Tarot. You're welcome, baby. You're welcome. Nonetheless, though, with this tea leaves and foresight, I feel like you're either going to or there's a need to move through the month of August with your eyes wide open, to focus on resolving things, um, heading things off before they get started in terms of any issues that may happen or have the potential to happen to disrupt your money and finances situation in a way you won't like. But also, this is about you having or needing to have mental preparedness regarding your money. I feel that there's a need for you to be very prudent about your money and finances, or you are being prudent. This is you having insight, tapping into your own intuition as well, or paying attention to your own intuition is needed as you move forward to be able to heal any money issues that try to pop up or do emerge. This is the time for you to have awareness and be alert so that you can have full understanding or maintain understanding about your money situation and what's going on with it. Now, I also feel that you are looking at, or there's a need to look at the bigger picture concerning your money. This is you focusing on or needing to focus on stepping into the future with your eyes wide open about your money. Okay, you don't want anything hidden from you, anything that's in the dark, um, or anything that could just be pop off for you about your money situation. This is you needing to, or you are focused on covering all bases so that you are ensuring that your money situation remains healed, or that you can heal it quickly if there's an issue at all that needs to be resolved here. Okay, this is you having foresight, having insight, okay, having an awareness about things either at before they happen, or you see the potential of something happening, or you are alerted in some way to that regard, or you can sense and pick up on things. And so this is going to play out to be key for you, okay, so that you can have everything handled in at your own hands and ability. Okay, so let's get into some messages for you, Capricorn. Now, I must say, when I was shuffling for your energy, Capricorn, I did see the fucking tower. So there could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with or involved with here. I do see the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords, that does talk about, your money toppling over. Some issues perhaps around backstabbing, or, someone flaking on you, or something drastic happens, or a problem with the money investment or savings here, so you want to be careful. And then you do have the Queen of Swords, so there's a need to be logical, or this might be someone that you is in your vicinity or that you're involved with or dealing with that you might need to look out for, who would be causing you this fucking Ten of Swords. Okay, so you don't want ruin. Okay, Now, with that tower, you could be experiencing some drastic changes that are personally affecting your money situation, either through work or some unexpected expense or circumstance that could happen, where you could experience some sort of pay cut or downsize or some sort of event that takes place that affects your money. But also, the tower can talk about this is you perhaps um, looking to reconstruct, to tear down what has been about your money and reconstruct something new so that you have a solid foundation. And this may also be you having your heads up for being able to avoid devastation and ruin, okay? To avoid the tower moment. Spirit, please give messages for all Capricorns, money and finances for the month of August 2020. What do all the Capricorns need to know about their money and finances for the month of August 2020? Please provide messages for all Capricorns about their money and finances for the month of August 2020. You may be getting some sort of news or message, or seeing how to heal things. There's a need to focus on healing things financially for yourself. You also may be trying to figure out a creative way to get out of things, or someone might be trying to figure out a creative way to get out of things with you, and you might be picking up on that, or there's a need for you to have an awareness to sense if that type of shit is going to happen. Be careful about people who may owe you money or might cheat you out of money or not keeping their promises with you. And be careful about that being your behavior as well. There may be a possibility that if you are investment in shares that you might see a sudden drop that's drastic that you might want to prepare for. How you do that, I don't know. I don't know about that. But if that's what you do, you would, or you need to find out. So let's take a look. Okay, you want to avoid finding yourself in a situation at the point that it becomes stale or overwhelming or financially unhealthy, or you want to avoid repeating any cycles with money that lead to ruin, okay, lead to Ten of Swords energy. All right, so you want to end it before it begins. All right. So let's see what else the message is for Capricorn about their money and finances. Thank you, Spirit, for August 2020. All right, let's do it. Shall we, Capricorn? Let's see what's going on for you. Okay. Oh. 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 Alrighty. Woo! At the bottom, you got the Six of Swords. So this is the overall energy surrounding you and your money and finances over the month of August 2020. So the Six of Swords is you focusing on moving to calmer waters, focusing on having peace of mind, seeing a transition with your money and finances. And with this Page of Swords underneath, this may be due to you having the foresight to come up with a new plan, include or come to new considerations about your money that may need to happen, or definitely with a focus to protect your money and finances. You might want to also be careful with this Page of Swords about somebody perhaps possibly potentially spying on you and how you moving with what you're doing about your money and finances here. Okay. But with the Six of Swords, this is you trying to either move away from conflicts around money, disputes, arguments, fights, or this is you trying to avoid it. We do see underneath that you do have the Four of Swords. So this is you contemplating actively about your money situation where you're needing to plan. And look, he's wearing like this, this is someone who parachutes, right, from the airplane. And he's prepared, and he's see how he's looking ahead before he can get his ass on that plane to take a flight. But even if he do decide to fly, he got that fucking parachute on so he can leap the fuck out if shit going crazy. That needs to be you, Capricorn, okay? So that you can have peace of mind with your money and finances and protect that shit, okay? Come up with plans. This is you needing to be smart about your money when the page of swords is showing up here. This is you needing to have understanding and knowledge. This is you knowing when to be excited about a new opportunity, but also when the fuck to abort that shit, okay? Like, you know, put a stop to it. Like, don't move on it no more if it's crazy. Okay? Because pages talk about new paths, discovery, having vision, investigation, looking at all the variables, right? That's what you want to do with that page. The page is a learning energy. You want to see what impression that you are experiencing as it has to have with money, or who you're dealing with, or what you're focused on, where your money is involved. This is you having preparation, okay, about your money and finances situation. This is also you having the information and making sure that you confirm things and validate shit before you do it, okay, so you can avoid ruin and shit toppling over. Follow your instincts, okay? Make sure that you deal with the truth here, because the page of swords can also talk about some truth coming, even though it's hard to hear. So, do you want to be the bringer of truth first, or you want to wait for that shit to show up to you, and then you got to figure out how to transition? Message. So, your attitude towards your money and finances is the moon. You could be fucking with a Cancer, okay, individual. They could be fucking with you. I don't know. But with the moon here, Capricorn, um, this is you having intense emotions about your money situation first and foremost, okay? I understand, because you want to have peace of mind, and you may be troubled, or you want to avoid being troubled about that shit, right? Now, the moon is you are in a space of, not making any major decisions, or at least you shouldn't. um, you may already sense that you don't have all the information, or be aware that there's some information that's to come. And remember, we did see that page of swords. Be careful of others' hidden agenda, and be careful of yours. But the moon here is also saying you could just be in a lot of fear. And for some of you, I'm hearing that you could be in a dark night of the soul. Now, okay, that's some other shit right there. You need to come up out of that. Uh, get some clarity, get to the truth, even if it's harsh, and transition from that so that you can focus on making sure everything work out for you for August. Okay, because you can't stay in the dungeon at this time. You got to come up out of there. Okay, you need to have all that shit mapped out already, so you know what's up. But this moon energy is about you needing to be careful about what you do and be careful of others. But this is a time to trust your fucking instincts, okay? This is also where you may feel like your money is fluctuating in an extreme way. And you may be experiencing some uncertainty and uneasiness about money, okay? This is also the time to be careful, because all is not what it may seem. You want to be careful about any shady, underhanded business dealings, and be careful not to take things at face value. You want proof, okay? Proof. And then prove the proof, okay? Confirmation. So this is your energy. This is you also needing clarity, or this is you feeling that there's some unknown shit going on with your money, or as it has to do with your money in general. You just the um what you're treading feels unknown to you, okay? And there can be some fear. So you want to make sure you're seeing things for what they are, and that whatever you see, you have an actual understanding about it that's clear to you, but also true, okay? Now, if I want to let's just start with that you have um, the Hierophant, so you could be dealing with a Taurus. But you also have this Five of Pentacles and you have this Five of Wands. I know. Calm down, calm down. Yes, that's difficult energy, but they also can mean that some change can happen in this shit too. So just calm down. Just want to point out the fives here to say that there is some instability, or there's the potential for instability here. I say potential because these cards is not on this side. That's the good thing. Okay? These two at least are not here. Now we do have the Hierophant, but that can mean a lot of things. But we'll get to that. Okay. Backing up, move forward, backing up, move forward. That might be something you need to do. You need to move forward, you might need to back the fuck up. Move forward and back the fuck up with how you are doing and dealing with things with money, so that you can really observe and see what's going on, to really trace your steps. I feel like you need to trace your steps. Now, there's some challenges you may need to resolve, or you may want to look at what you can resolve and do so that you can avoid any challenges to come up. The fives are challenging energy. So with all the five energy here, there can be some issues of loss, of the potential of loss, crisis, the potential of crisis, being irrational, the potential to be irrational, confronting something or not confronting something. Okay, hard choices, fighting with self or others. You could be struggling both in your mind and about your actual circumstances that's going on around you with your money, where loss, conflict, and challenge is, feeling like it's closing in or happening or has the potential to show up. But this is also you focus on change. That's what I want to get to. Fives also mean change. Change that shit up. Change it. Transition. Separate yourself from it. Okay? You can do that with five energy too. Even though fives bring adversity, you also can have a reaction to it. And your reaction is change. What can you do to stimulate the situation? How can you have intervention in this situation? What are you resigning yourself for to do or to not do? Okay? That is the question. So that either you can deal with adversity or you can avoid the adversity. So you want to come at this with how you can change it, how you can transition it, how you can separate yourself from it. Okay? How do you need to react? How do you need to react? All right? There. Now, let us continue. So, you do have coming in to the beginning of August is Judgment. Yeah. So Judgment can talk about you rising to the call about your money and finances situation. You may be looking to see how you can reconcile something. This is also Judgment may well just simply be you making some really big decisions. Okay, you're making some serious ass judgment calls with your money, or some judgment call on your money is happening in the beginning of August here that you need to be thinking about and being mindful of here. Okay, you want to make sure that you play this out well for yourself with Judgment. Now, Judgment is talking about, it's possible either you are focusing on wiping debts out, that you've wiped some debts out, or you are needing to wipe some debts out. Or that's what your focus is going to be. It's like, okay, I got these debts, I got to wipe them out, I got to pay them off. Okay, this is you making decisions. This is you needing to reference things, information, knowledge, understanding, so that the decisions are well supported through the choice you make by what you understand about why you come to that decision, right? Um, this is you needing to be focused on considering things, okay? I'm also hearing you might need to be careful how you craft your answers. Whoever that applies to, you know what that's about. You might need to be careful about how you craft your answers as it has to do with your money, or what a decision you're going to make, or a decision that is going to happen based on what the fuck you say or don't say. Be careful. You might be trying to focus on making a difference, wanting to also try to figure out how to work with like-minded people as it has to do with whatever endeavors or focus is that your money is related or money is involved, right? You're focusing on the greater good for yourself and, for your lifestyle and your money, right? So with Judgment here, you do have some sort of decision. So you may have wiped out your debt. So that's how you coming into the money. It's like, I'm wiping out debts. Like, fuck this shit. Or my debts are wiped out and I'm keeping it that way. You figure out what side of this you're on. Now, it is possible that some sort of judgment is coming in, uh, that has to do with influencing or affecting your money in some way. Now, that judgment can be something that affects your money and causes some devastation, or that judgment can be something that causes some sort of reconciliation or rectify. I also feel like with judgment, there's a need to perhaps rectify things. Okay, you may be trying to or needing to see about how you can get a second chance or another opportunity. Okay, with judgment, but the main thing with judgment is you want to be mindful of the decisions that you are making. You want to have foresight here. Okay, so I feel this is you clearing away debts, or this is you deciding to clear away debts, but also be careful about the decisions that you're making as your money is concerned. Okay, and be careful about any decisions that could be coming down for you about your money that you experience. So now, by mid August, Capricorn, you do have this Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords talks about perhaps you getting that clarity, because see, you do have this moon energy, right? You're getting that clarity. So this may be you weighing things up with judgment coming into August, really evaluating things, really trying to look with forward movement, with insight, with understanding, with what it is that you need to do to move um, forward with your money and finances that will work best for your money situation, and keep it going good or make it good. But you don't want it crazy. You don't want it fucked up. You don't want no Judge Dredd type of shit happening, right? Watch the movie. But this is perhaps you getting some new communication, you getting some clarity, you perhaps are seeing some sort of breakthrough here. Now, also, the Ace of Swords is you perhaps getting clarity to an issue, or there's some new information, okay? Um, but this is also about truth, all right? Some truth. Now, the Ace of Swords can have a double-edged sword. The thing is, whatever is happening with this Ace of Swords, you don't want to be poked, Capricorn. You don't want to get stabbed by the sword. You don't want to be cut by the sword or cut off by the sword. Okay? But this is you getting some sort of information or some clarity or some truth about your money and finances, after you've gone through or have been come into this with some dealing with judgment here. So by the at the end of August, you do have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, by the way, this Ace of Swords can be that foresight that comes in for you. All right. That truth, that clarity, that knowing about what you have to do or what needs to happen or what's going to happen with your money and finances. Now, this Ace of Swords, by the way, could be a new concept. This could be concerning information around a new investment or your ambition here, or around an opportunity presenting itself, or a new possibility. Or this is, some information, some understanding that allows you to move your money or deal with your money to allow things to happen in a good way. Because when you get to this Queen of Pentacles here, by the end, towards the end, the Queen of Pentacles, this is earth energy. Now, first of all, queens are patient, typically understanding. They have a delicate approach. Maybe not necessarily Queen of Swords, and sometimes not the Queen of Cups if she's tripping. But there's a respect that the Queen exudes and that is commanded. But you have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's focusing on perseverance. Now, all the queens are, but she really is hands-on, right? She has a grace with her, the Queen of Pentacles, male or female. Now, when you have this Queen of Pentacles energy, this is talking about, as your money and finances is concerned, you are comfortable, financially independent, and your money is growing. Capricorn, yeah. or you're doing things to make that shit happen, or you're dealing with someone that's making that happen for you, or with you. But this Queen of Pentacles is a very positive sign that you are experiencing financial comfort, financial independence, and financial growth, or you will. Because the Queen of Pentacles is very practical and grounded, focused on problem solving, is heart centered, okay, very mindful. She's also intuitive, but she has drive and a spirit of adventure, but she has a pace that she follows, that is, she takes her time, she's thorough, right? The Queen of Pentacles is a do-it-all. She can get it all done. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who does things with balance, with creativity, um, doing things in moderation, has the power of influence, um, has a lot of wisdom, use practical um, means mixed with um, cleverness, um, a very creative approach to being practical, and even to business matters, if that pertains here. But the Queen of Pentacles uses common sense, uses the foresight. Now, for some of you, you're going to someone who's in the Queen of Pentacles energy that's providing you with that foresight here. So money's looking good. Now, your concern about money is the Five of Wands. Okay? And so the Five of Wands is you're concerned about whether or not you're going to experience chaotic circumstances with your money, or go through some sort of dispute or challenges or strife or competition. Or you might be concerned about, whether or not you can come out of that, if that is the experience you find yourself in. But again, with the Five of Wands, this is asking you, what action can you take to change that? It becomes with a plan, and perhaps involving some communication, and maybe even some sound advice. Because the challenge that you have to overcome here is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles energy is also a difficult energy here. The Five of Pentacles energy, and this is in your challenge position. This is the challenge of hardship, or of your finances being depleted or low. The challenge of being able to get help. The challenge of job security or job being at risk. The challenge of experiencing lack. The challenge of how to recover, or how to rebuild, or how to avoid all of that lack type of shit with your money, right? This is, how do you avoid your money going down? Or how do you rebuild it? Right? What changes need to be made? Where can you get help if needed? Perhaps you foresee that you may need some help before it gets worse, right? This is perhaps you seeing that um, things are toppling over, or there's the potential for things to topple over, or the potential for someone to flake out on you, or the potential to be cheated or lose out financially, um, where you decide there's a need for you to act before it gets worse, right? That's what it looks like to me. And so your likely outcome here is you do have the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant, you could be involved with or dealing with a Taurus. But the Hierophant is saying that you could be focused on commitment, or, getting information and knowledge and understanding. Um, this may be you developing a system with the Hierophant. This may be you being of service or receiving service, but this is you also being conservative about your money and finances here. The Hierophant is also saying that there may be a need to conform. Um, and if you are challenging an institution or a higher power, maybe I feel it's not the time to go through with that challenge or keep that challenge up. Instead, you may want to see how to align yourself to the higher power, okay, that works for you, without you over compromising, if you will. The Hierophant is also saying as an outcome, you may be seeking bank advice from a professional, or you may be seeking a loan or applying for a loan, or you've applied for a loan and the loan comes through. But this is you not taking chances with your money, not doing anything that's high risk with any stocks or bonds or with your money or investments, but operating in a conservative fashion about your money and finances that makes sense, right? This is you creating order and rules, or following order and rules or a system here. This may be you getting, learning more about your money and finances situation to improve it. This also can be the spiritual guidance that I was talking about with this Hierophant energy. Now, on that Hierophant, you do have the King of Swords. So perhaps with the King of Swords, this is you getting some advice. This is you being very calculating and clever and coming up with a very good, sound plan for your money and finances. This is also making very major decisions, um, getting sound advice with this King of Swords energy, um, being the leader, being responsible, having that knowledge, that wisdom, that tact, that control to know where there needs to be restraint or intervention to come up with the right decision and direction for your money and finances here. This is you being very calculating and successful at doing that, or someone's doing this for you. Perhaps you do something unconventional. But this is you being an excellent communicator, or someone's being an excellent communicator. Getting that knowledge and wisdom. Executing your plans. Having that common sense, balanced sense, and sensibility. This is you being firm but fair about what is demanded or necessary because it's worth it. And there's a standard to it that's good. This may even be because you're uncompromising. Because it's necessary to stay grounded and make sure that what you're doing or what you decide on has the qualities that are accountable. This is knowing what's correct and being sensible about it, whether to say yay or nay. This is perhaps you getting that kind of support from a professional or from a bank. Perhaps the loan comes through, or you discover other services that you are able to take advantage of to support your situation. But I see you doing well with your money and finances due to your insight or foresight that you have, that comes from you or from someplace else or someone else or both. But I see you having a transition with your money and finances here, Capricorn, because you're able to plan and strategize and follow through and be smart about that shit. This is good for you. Good for you. Okay? Stay committed. For the sake of the cause, I am giving it my all. I got to have money, and I'm not about to lose it all. I hear you, Capricorn. So let's see what some additional guidance is for you, Capricorn. This is looking lovely. Foresight is a friend for you, Capricorn. So let's take a look. Like I said, you want to be careful. It is possible some sort of judgment comes in on your money situation where you find your finances end up going down as a result. Or you make a decision where your money could go down as a result. You want to be careful about that. Okay? All right? Make sure you have the information. What's the fun? What's the 411? What's the info? What's the intel? Okay, because you here with it. That's comfortable. Money, 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 money. I mean, it's not King of Pentacles, but listen, they buddies, King and Queen, right? The King is you mastered that shit. The Queen is you doing real good. Spirit, what is some guidance for Capricorn with their money and finances for August 2020, please? Can we please have a little guidance for the delightful Capricorns about their money and finances? All right, listen, look, Capricorn, the devil represents the Capricorn energy, right? And so this is about materialism. It looks like you got that shit handled like you're supposed to. I'll be surprised if you didn't. Okay, Spirit for Capricorn. Thank you. You have, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. So you might be able to tap into other sources for money, okay, through institutions, through programs, yada, yada, yada. It's out there. You got to dig. But you're going to find it. Your earth. Right, Capricorn? At the bottom, you have pay yourself first. You have come to that realization. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This is loving form. This is a loving form of self-care that ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. Foresight. Pay yourself. Yes, honey. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. See ya.